Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and the place some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so...
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Finds his tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Give to the running back. Crosses to 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Pulls and fires complete. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Slithers into space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a 1st down.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's Riggs.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few 1st downs, get that first down right now.
They'll run it from the gun. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The children of the Corn love having an athlete at quarterback. They've had a ton of them, from Scott Frost to Turner Gill. A lot of guys who can make plays both with their arm and with their feet.
And it's just so annoying having a quarterback that has that kind of speed. That's running back speed. I mean, just the ability to fake it one way, go the other way. It's just...
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. He's at the touchdown, Nebraska. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The lone back's got it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
He'll do it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
But sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense
hauls it in the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a...
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pierce. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tight end now in motion. Trying to power it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. Now this defense is set up for it.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Why not trying to get it in? He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And the Huskers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wide open downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. The 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Judovsky. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll run it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now facing a third and long. And they'll take a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. And he goes. Defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive.
Breaks into the open. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Second down, he'll throw it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance and call for the false start. Not much of a decision to make there as the defense will move them back. They're facing a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Dances away to buy time. Rolling on the run. Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but he... Return, not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Got it in the middle. It's Witherspoon. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Cornhuskers have taken it inside the 20. Wants to keep it in the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will give him the lead. Well, Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like having a habit of what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to it. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out. A huge return, but they will take it. They are after the fumble recovery. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. It's so hard to stop.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run.
Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy. Catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Huskers are on the move. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got it in the middle. It's Judowski. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from 7. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Wolverines! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Turning it off! Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Works the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Fire into the right, complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Gonna look downfield again. Got his man.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Let's go. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it on the run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning well.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Fit it in the window for the score.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Grabs it in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Judowski. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll go right back to the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. It's a draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse,